recent Christmas party, Vice President Joe Biden posed for a photograph with the Hill's Amy Parnes. And in the photograph, it appears he's getting quite snuggly with her midriff.
I don't think we should read too much into it. It seems like a very innocent moment between, you know, a comely young professional lady and her drunk uncle. You know, you got her hands there, and at first it seems like his hands are almost like, you know, you could see them like rubbing up on some underboob.
You looked at that photo really for a long time, didn't you?
He's just kind of taking her hands and using them to cup the breast from the bottom.
We have to say things that can be shown on TV.
To cup the bosom.
It doesn't look like that at all.
Okay, what does it look like? I'm sorry, Dr. Love.
It looks like Uncle Joe had a few too many drinks.
And he came up behind her and he like kind of gave her a bear hug and they posed for the picture.
Except his hands were on the front of her waist, like holding her belly.
Oh, like you've never hugged a woman and accidentally grabbed her boob.
Not my accident. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Remember when we had to suspend Bedford because of that?
Which time?
There is an etiquette to this. He's the Vice President of the United States. Like, if you're going to pose for somebody with a photo, especially a woman who's not your wife, it's just one hand on the shoulder and a smile. That's all it is, and it's not that hard to do.
But, okay, so if she turned around and slapped the Vice President, do you think she would have been tackled by Secret Service?
I think that's one of the few times where you could have been imbalanced. I think the Secret Service would probably stand back and be like,
It was, like, friendly and avuncular, and clearly... Joe Biden's a lot of things. He's not thinking. Avuncular means like behaving like an uncle.
I'm going to check this with PolitiFact. But I'm going to say half true at best.
Segue. I feel like I'm the only professional.
Oh, yeah, PolitiFact. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Vince.
It turns out that the whole world thinks Obama's a big fat liar. A lot of American newspapers, including the Washington Post, St. Petersburg Times via their PolitiFact vehicle, are all having trouble with the fact that Obama lied about the Obamacare law.
Okay, two things. First, Obama's, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan, obviously a lie, and has been for years. Secondly, PolitiFact and the guy at the Washington Post who's like for Pinocchios. These are just the dumbest things, and we shouldn't like imbue them with some sort of like power or force like PolitiFact. It's like, well, we took the word politics and we took the word facts. It's just a few idiots from the St. Petersburg Times. They sit around and they rate things with these schoolyard insults like pants on fire.
Here's the stupidest thing about the last one is like their whole thing is President Obama has the worst year in Washington because he squandered his legacy and didn't pass the most liberal agenda they wanted. The second worst year in Washington was the guys who stopped him. It's like shame on you for sucking and shame on you for making him suck. Those things seem completely contradictory to me. If you're a small minority that stops the most powerful man in the world, I think you had a pretty good year, even if you took a beating in, say, the Washington Post.
The White House is going to, like, dodge the blow. They don't care. It's not going to matter. I don't think it's going to change anything for the president. The president, nothing sticks to President Obama.
I hate the Washington Post. The New York Post is writing that what the hell happened to Lady Gaga. Bigler, is America bored with the meat dress?
Yeah, I don't see why this is shocking, because she came out like 5 years ago with this album and she was all shocking and ooh. I follow all this stupid stuff and I didn't even know she had a Christmas special. Like, that's how insignificant she is.
You're young and with it. We're all old and right-wing. Part of the problem with Lady Gaga, from what I understand from that Post story, is that her hangers-on, the people around who have kind of constructed this image, including the guy who designed the meat dress, has now left.
Well, they're sick of her. She changes clothes 5 times a day and she dresses in these elaborate, performance art type costumes, which are ridiculous and dumb and just for attention.
Well, it's like Lady Gaga was kind of like the image, what we know as the brand of Lady Gaga was a team effort, and she just got in her head after she became successful that it was all about her, that she just did it on her own.
Her first album cast her successfully as an outcast in a big world. As somebody who could be just like you, somebody who wants to aspire to fame and riches and is kind of entering into it. And hey, look, I'm pulling the veil back. I'm showing you what this is all about.
You guys, I just thought of a hook.
What?
All right, it's Lady Gaga, like Sarah Palin.
So in that version of the story, John McCain is the costume designer.
Yeah, John McCain is kind of the guy who came up with the meat dress.
Yeah. This whole Christmas special thing, it doesn't say just sad things about Lady Gaga. It says sad things about the Muppets.
Do you know what Kermit the Frog said at Jim Henson's funeral?
What did he say?
Nothing.
How could the Muppets agree to do a Christmas special with Lady Gaga when she wore a dress of decapitated Kermit the Frogs?
Well, but
I follow all of Kermit's.
Yeah, this is
You're a Kermit
You have
guy?
a Google alert for Kermit?
Yes. Me and the other Kermies.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know what that is in your head.
I got Kermit. He's just going to hit it with the penicillin.